What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're going to talk some basketball. Orlando Magic, where y'all at? Holla at me. I know I ain't been doing videos like I'm supposed to because I've been doing more videos and mostly about this right here. And I know some of y'all upset with me because I ain't been doing the Magic videos like I said I was going to do, like I'm supposed to. And y'all got every right to be mad at your boy. Y'all got every right to be mad at me. I should be on here doing more Magic videos. But let's be honest, it hasn't been much to talk about in Orlando. We're going to be real. I mean, after we had the hot start and Aaron Gordon had the hot start and everybody then cooled off and we then went back to the mean and back to being Orlando Magic, looked like it's being worse because as of right now, I think we're sliding at the number 2, 3 pick. I mean, it's looking pretty grim. But I was going to make a video anyway today. I was going to record a video and some said, no, wait, watch the game tonight before you make your video. The game just ended like 10 minutes ago. And I'm glad I did because it makes the video that I was going to make more relevant. The Orlando Magic fall to the Cleveland Cavaliers 104-103 in a tough battle, down by 23. Down by 20 at halftime, come firing back in third. Then you tied up going into the fourth. Well, you tied up at 80, and then you let them score 4. Then you let them go on an 8-0 run, and it's looking pretty grim. And the Magic come firing back again. And the crazy thing is, no one really had a crazy game. Ain't nobody had a 32-point game or a 40-point game or a 25-point game. Elfrid Payton was the leading scorer with 19, and you still gave them a fight. Now, let's be honest. I mean, Cleveland is not the same Cleveland that's been going to the finals. And if Boston can get Anthony Davis and still keep Kyrie and Jason Tatum, it's over. And Cleveland going to the final. I mean, it's over. Boston going to the finals. Cleveland ain't. Cleveland staying at home. And LeBron going to be in Houston with Chris Paul and James Harden. But that's a video for it. Those are postseason playoff videos and final videos and off-season videos for me to make, because right now we're talking about the Orlando Magic. But the Orlando Magic have been battling Cleveland 2 weeks ago, down by 20 again in the fourth, and they lose. They only lose 131 to 127. Aaron Gordon had 30 points and fouled out, but they still come firing back. But they never took the lead in that game. This game, they took the lead with 30-some seconds left. And then we already know what happened the first time they played Cleveland. They won by 20. So this is telling me, now again, like I said, that this is not the same Cleveland team that's been going to the finals, true enough. But it is the team with the best player in the NBA, and LeBron. Now, it's old people, but this is showing me that the Magic can play some. Now, trust me, they've had bad games against other teams. They just beat Minnesota, which Minnesota's been a hot team. But it's showing me that they can play with certain people. This team is built to play against certain teams and can compete with certain teams, possibly beat certain teams if they have the right personnel. And now, this tonight proves something that I've already known, but I've been known for the past 2 years. They need to upgrade the point guard position. It's true. I like Elfrid, but let's be real. You're not going to do anything with him as far as winning and competing. You're not going to do anything with him. If we're going to be honest, let's be honest. I like EP, but let's be real. That finish, now 9 times out of 10, he makes that finish at the end. But let's be real. You're really not going to do nothing with him, especially if he's your leading scorer. You can't expect to win games against the best player in the NBA when EP is your leading scorer and he's only scoring 19. Now, if he having a crazy night when he putting up 35, 40, that's completely different. But he your leading scorer and he only putting up 19, he ain't putting up 20. You're not going to win many games like that. And you're not going to beat these type of teams, which are the teams, if you did make it to the playoffs, were the teams that you have to play against. Let's be real. Now, everybody know, if you're a fan of my channel, that before the draft, I wanted us to draft Dennis Smith. Been hollering we need a point guard. We didn't draft this, but we drafted Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan Isaac has been hurt. So, like I said, after I did a couple of videos about Jonathan Isaac, that I'm going to wait and see. So, after that, I've been on the Trayvon Duval train. And that train has kind of cooled off. Not from my perspective, because I still like him as a player, but Duke is a team full of people, and you really can't get to see that type of what I seen from him at AAU. But normally, if you that dude, you that dude. Don't matter if you're Duke. He's not looked at as being a top 10 pick. Anyway, he's not looked at as being a lottery pick at this moment. So, I said that I would listen to people talk about Colin Sexton. I didn't watch much Colin Sexton. I watched some Trayvon Duval. I didn't watch much Colin Sexton. So, I didn't know about him. I said I'll listen to it. But that brings me to what this video is about. What the main thing about this video. And I'm kind of mad at y'all, Magic Nation. Because why haven't y'all told me about Trae Young? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all want to tell me everything else? Why y'all didn't tell me about Trae Young? I mean, come on. Why y'all didn't tell me about Trae Young? I had to find out Trae Young by myself. I had to find him out on my own. But that's cool and nice and fine and dandy because the way this team is constructed, the way this Magic team is built, Trae Young is a perfect match for this team. He is a perfect complement to Aaron Gordon and possibly to what Jonathan Isaac could be. He is a perfect piece. The way he can score, the way he can spread the floor, the way his shooting range opens up the floor, which means that's going to open up lanes for Aaron Gordon and it's going to open up lanes for Jonathan Isaac, who you just drafted last year. Aaron Gordon, who at this junction right now is probably the second or third player rated for most improved player, because most improved player is going to be more than likely Victor Oladipo for Magic. But hey, it is what it is. But thank you, Rob Hennigan. But that's where you could do with this. I know he draws comparisons to Curry. And, you know, hey, I mean, two-time league MVP, the shooting range, that's hopeful thinking. I'm not going to say that he's Stephen Curry, but I'm not going to say, even if I gave high praise to Jonathan Isaac, I'm not about to give him Kevin Durant. But if you can get some of that, if you get some of that spark, that's a perfect matchup. Because the way he's going to spread the floor and open up the floor for those two, I mean, and then the way Mario has been playing lately, then the way that you're using the shooting with Fournier, you plug him in, even if he plays a half of what he's playing in Oklahoma. Because let's be real, those crazy shots he's been making in Oklahoma is like the crazy shots that Curry makes. He's not gonna be able to make those shots in the NBA because I mean it's not gonna be that wide open. But that's still better than what we get right now. He automatically will probably come in and be probably like the second best scorer on the team, if not the best scorer on the team, the day he gets drafted. You know, our team is starving from offense, from a true offensive person. We haven't had a true offensive person since T-Mac. We have not had a true offensive guy since T-Mac. Because, I mean, even when Dwight went to the finals, Dwight himself was a defense. Now, we swung the ball around the perimeter and hit threes, but none of those guys was a guy who could step in and get you 25 every night. They can get you 25 any given night when they get hot. But when they get cold, they get ice cold. They weren't the guy who could step in and get you 20 to 25 guaranteed every night. He's stepping on the floor. He getting you 20 to 25 every single night. This dude right here seems like he can be that guy, especially when you pairing them up with Gordon and Isaac. Who knows what you're doing with Fournier and Mario off the bench. You know, there's talks of moving them and trading them, but to be honest, where you going to move them and trade them for? It's not like we have a team that's ready to make the playoffs right now, and all we need is one more piece, and we can move these guys and bring in this piece, and then we do good. Ain't that type of party. We still, unfortunately, in a rebuilding stage. Since we let go of Dwight Howard, we're still in that exact rebuilding stage. We haven't moved no steps, none at all. If anything, we took step backs. We really at a standstill, but like I said, if anything, we took step backs. But this guy right here if we could plug him in, and I see people talking about he's a bust, he got bust written all over. He possibly might have bust written all over him. Like I said, I've been in the Trayvon Duval camp all summer since the draft. Since we didn't take Dennis Smith, I've been over Trayvon Duval, and like I said, I'll listen to Colin Sexton. I didn't know nothing about Trae Young until 2 months ago. Well, a month and a half ago is when I found out about Trae Young, and I've been watching him, and I'm like, and now I've seen that they have him pinged to us. Yeah, you plug him in. I mean, he played AAU ball with Michael Porter Jr., who plays similar, like he kind of gives a similar vibe to me to Aaron Gordon. So I think he would know how to play. I mean, if he played AAU ball with Michael Porter Jr., now Michael Porter Jr. in AAU terms is that dude. Don't get it twisted. He's that dude. And I'm not saying that Trae Young made Michael Porter Jr., but I'm not saying that any stretch of imagination. But he was able to help highlight some of Michael Porter Jr.'s skills. Don't you think he could do the same thing with Aaron Gordon? Don't you think he could do the same thing with Jonathan Isaac? Not to mention, he could do the same thing for himself. He can create on his own. He can finish. He can shoot wide open threes. He can shoot contested threes. He can go back there and shoot pull up from 30. Open up ranges all over the court. Open up ranges all over the court. I was going to make this video about Trae Young earlier today. I was going to make it last night, but I got busy, had to do some stuff, couldn't get a chance to do it. When I got home, I was going to do it today. My alert came on, Magic play Cleveland. Wait to watch this game. I looked at the alert and said, wait to watch this game. Some told me to wait to watch this game, and I'm glad that I waited and I watched this game, because this game right here just proved to me even more what kind of point guard that we need. What kind of player fits this team. Because if you put, again, speed him up NBA-wise, I'm not saying you just plug him in from Oklahoma right now and throw him in that game. But as far as, as he's been playing through an NBA season, I forgot how many games they played so far. They played 20 to 25, 30 games in NBA season so far. When you got that type of playing under your belt and you playing those type of minutes and all types of stuff, and you plug him in right now, that game comes out differently. I think you beat Cleveland. Shit, you might have beat them 2 weeks ago. Because the way Aaron Gordon went off and got fouled out, and they still had a chance. Both times they down by 20. This team shows you when they was clicking on all cylinders. EP wasn't there, remember? That was during when EP was hurt. When they was clicking on all cylinders, they beat this Cleveland team by 20. People say, oh, they caught Cleveland off guard. That's probably true. But Cleveland ain't caught guard because, trust me, they realized that this team beat them by 20. They don't want to happen again. And then in the 2 instances after that, they had them down by 20, and they barely got with the skin of their teeth. If they had an offensive guy, a smooth, straight offensive guy who is that dude as far as can be that guy as far as they lead scorer, not just, because they got offensive people on the team. I think Mario's an offensive guy, but he's not that type of offensive guy. He's not that volume scorer. Same thing with Evan, not a volume scorer. Same thing with Nukovic, because Nukovic can't play no defense, and Nukovic isn't playing, but he's not a volume scorer. He's not a guy who can guarantee you 20 to 25 every night. I think this dude can. I think Trayvon can. I mean, not Trayvon, I'm sorry. Even though I think Trayvon can, because I like Trayvon, but I think Trae Young can. And like I said, I've been on the Trayvon Duval train. I'm pumping my brakes, and I'm switching it right now, right here, to Trae Young, because I think Trae Young is the perfect match. I like Trayvon Duval a lot, but I think Trae Young is the perfect match. The way this team has been constructed so far, the way you throw in all these other pieces that they got, he's a perfect match. He's a perfect match. And if you're getting them through via the draft, you don't really have to get rid of EP if you don't want to. EP can still come off the bench. I'm not saying EP's a bad player. I'm just saying that if EP is your main point guard and your lead scorer in games like this, you're not going to do anything. That's just honesty. That's just honesty. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Comment below if you haven't. Click that bell to get more videos. I holla.